Right now, it was Circle Society show and tell. Here's a big circle torture device they used to use. Here's a really weird version of the Last Supper. You can tell they hate the church. Look at that. Jesus has got a guy in a headlock and he's giving a bloke a head slap. That's slap religious, man. And then we came to what he called the inner sanctum. This is where the Secret Circle Society has all its major international meetings.
This was the first United Nations. This was the first United Europe, you know, the first...
Because all the knights were here from all the different countries.
They all came from...
This chamber was built by the soccer-loving knights who were forced out of Europe by the church. So he's told me Malta became their new base. And it was from Malta that the Secret Circle Society started growing big in Europe again. These days, the room is mostly used around World Cup time. They put up a giant plasma screen, watch the games, and laugh as the cash just comes rolling in. Then he was keen to show me the orgy rituals. First, you put on these cloaks.
So basically, the cape was on, then they put on this special outfit here with that pointy hat.
Dressed up, you got to walk up this orifice tunnel to the orgy room. First up, you come in here, sit down and watch a porno on a big screen.
They can take about 300 people very easily.
Then they get nude, stack up the chairs, and bada bing, bada boo.
You don't have to adopt uncomfortable or weird positions.
I was kind of interested. I thought maybe there'd be all those booty chicks from Brazil. Then he showed me the beauts who really turn up to these orgies. It looked just like a swingers club, mostly guys, and the chicks are over 50. He couldn't understand why I wasn't interested. It was about as sexy as licking somebody's old Band-Aid. On the way to the Blue Grotto, I found the Church of St. Paul, or St. Pauli as I like to call him. He had his own grotto. I went down to have a look at it. There he is. I got down on my knees and I prayed to him for help. Then, strangely, I heard a voice.
Look over there at that hole.
I could see something in the dark corner. There was an opening, and I think there was a room behind there.
Get in there, you stooge.
I might have been losing it, but I followed the statue's advice. I've gone in. I'd come through to some ancient catacombs. Look, skeletons. They could have been the bones of maybe priests, knights, hobbits. They exist, don't they? That would explain why these caves are so small.
There's barely enough room to flex. I don't know the significance of all this stuff, mate, but it's a bit freaky.
It was getting hard to navigate. I needed 2 gadgets.
Laser pointer and glow stick.
We've gone deeper and deeper, and then we had our first setback.
The laser pointer's run out of battery. I knew I shouldn't have zigzagged it too much. I'll admit we're lost. I'll go back that way. No, 1 minute. Come this way. Nah, actually that way's gonna be better.
I found a set of stairs and I went up. And look what was in this chamber. We found a circle table with what looked like it could have been the stone circle marker that was carved by the shipwrecked knight.
It's got the mark of the knights, and I've authenticated it with my $2 shop like light pen. And with this thing, we can try and find the Grail bucket, mate, I reckon. I'm gonna have to knock it off because we need it to bust the conspiracy and that. It's probably been here for 2,000 years or whatever, how many years. But I'm just gonna knock it off.
The search for the Holy Grail bucket. I didn't have time to work out how the marker ended up underneath that church. My priority was getting to the Blue Grotto.
Straight.
Straight?
Yes.
Ignoring the old bloke's advice, I went left, down the hill, so I could look more action-packed hero style. I ended up at this circle rock formation. Time to do some mountain climbing, which is very dangerous, mate. I could slip and get killed. Whoa! Just joking. At the bottom, I found a fishing village. My plan was find some chocos with boats and hire one. This guy was going to be the driver. His name was Gaitu. I bullshitted Gay2 and told him I was from Playboy magazine and was looking for a top spot to do nude shots with chicks.
He doesn't know what's going on.
I knew this was coming up to my last chance. To bust a conspiracy, I have to find a cave that looks like a circle.
Let's look over there, mate.
When we've come to this section, Gay2's told me that 3 weeks ago they discovered an ancient anchor just underneath where we was now. Apparently from the boat of the crashed knights.
I've got this thing here, like it's a secret kind of thing to line it up with one of the caves. I've got to line it up. When it matches, then you know that you're like exactly where it's hidden, mate, according to the legend.
Over the next 2.5 hours, we looked at heaps of caves, man.
No, let's go over this one. Let's have a look here.
But the thing is, when you're really looking that hard, you start to see circles everywhere, man.
It's close, but it's not it. Now let's try another one.
1 minute, Gay2's pointing out something else. Ah, man, I thought we'd found it.
Circle and square don't match. Let's go, mate.
I think Gay2's dyslexic with shapes.
That's a circle and that was a square. That's not going to match.
I was thinking, man, that's it. Pack it in, I'm going home back to Australia. And that's when I seen it. The circle cave. I lined it up. It matched perfectly, mate.
As you're driving in, this matches up from the distance. We're that close, man. I think we just have to go a bit deeper. Let's go deeper.
We went cautiously through this rock tunnel, and as we've come out the other side, I realised we'd found the Blue Grotto. See, look at this. If you put your hand in the water, it turns blue. I was starting to believe all the legends were true. Look at that crack in the rocks. That could be a secret entrance.
I'm thinking we found it. So I might have to jump in, go in there and check it out, but I'm just going to jump in, all right? I'm just going to dive in. Don't worry, I'm a good swimmer.
Time to get a grail, bust a conspiracy, smash the Circle Society, and make the World Cup the fair, beautiful game it was always meant to be.
I mean, you couldn't believe it. I've been on top of that harbour bridge. I've got that much cash now. You just wouldn't believe it. Like, whoa, Gatey, take it easy, mate. What are you doing, stooge? What's this? Get out of it, mate. Leave me alone, all right? Look, I found nothing in the cave. This boat, I'll admit, is mine. But I won lotto when I've just come back to Australia, like on the first day, from a scratchy. And Gay2, just as coincidence, just came out on a holiday. And look, don't film the chicks because they're just friends from school. So it was all bullshit. There was nothing in the cave. There's no Circle Society. Now leave me alone with the chicks, mate, because we're talking about sports. Switch it off, mate. Switch it off, mate. I'll throw the soccer ball at the camera. I will, man, all right? Mate, I've got plenty of them. I don't care if I lose it in the harbour. I swear to God, man.
I just wanna make money, money, money. The dollars, the dollars.